That's all right, stable. Oh my gosh, that skipped right over. What? Welcome back to the Danza Disc Golf. Today we're at Matchett Park, which apparently is not a very beginner-friendly course, and it like swallows up discs apparently. So you got to be pretty accurate. I'd say I'm more of like an intermediate kind of player. And that's because when I was recording this video, I had been playing for about 4.5 months. If you're new to the channel, I live and travel full-time in a van. I'm trying to beat par at 1,000 courses. If I'm able to beat par here, this will be the 9th course on the channel that we've been able to do that. And on this channel, while I'm playing all those courses, I'm also practicing and trying to get good enough to cash at a Pro Tour event. So subscribe if you want to follow the journey. As I'm voicing this over right now, I'm in Bozeman, Montana, and I'll be traveling east. So if you want to play with me in any of these states over the next couple of months, DM me over on Instagram and we can make it happen. But now let's get back to hole 1 here in Matchett Park. We're gonna go Germ Thunderbird, straight pushing hyzer all the way to the basket. Get over it, all the way, come on. Oh, it's pretty short. It's actually not as bad as I thought. Ooh, it looks like it only has 1 set of chains. Sketchy. I hope that's not all the baskets here. Don't roll. Okay, good first putt, Anthony. Stepping up to hole 2, you actually have to walk a little bit of a ways from the first hole. You have the pad there and then 415 feet downhill to the basket. We do have a pretty decent tailwind, so it'll stable up our disc a bit. Because I play almost every course that I play blind, I don't really know either what the ground action is going to do or what's behind the basket. So I was kind of speculating about that and maybe should have thrown it not as hard. That's all right. Stable it up. Stable it up. Keep it going. Oh my gosh, I skipped right over the basket. It's hard to play these courses that I've never been to before because I never know what the ground action is going to be like down by the baskets, because I don't even know what down by the baskets look like. And I'm pretty sure I'm way down there. Okay, I think I found it. Way over here. How do I even get there? I'll take that. One of the unique things about this course is it plays just between all these valleys. So the basket is up the hill and then we have to cross down here to get to the tee pad. With the headwind, it might hold a backhand a little straighter with my rive. Okay, that's all right. It's just got to stable out of it. That's pretty, it's really got to there you go. Come on, come down. Okay, that's actually not bad at all. Probably, yeah, just edge of circle-ish. Oh, Anthony, really smacking that band today. Par, par, par on a new course, I'll take it. Get more confident with my drives. Hole 4, here is the tee pad, straight down to that basket, which is over a ridge. UMAC truth for me, because it's got a little bit of stability at the end, especially with this tailwind, as we're coming back down into the gully. Hanging it out straight at the basket, it'll turn a little bit initially and then come right back to it. There's that little bit of turn. Now it should come back to the basket. I think that should be parked, honestly, especially if it rolled back a little bit towards the basket. Okay, I think this is where they expect you to go down. Yeah, this course, to be more accessible, definitely needs some maintenance. Oh my gosh, that's not bad at all. Boom. So take the 2 and on to hole 5. These holes are pretty far apart. Probably at the top of this ridge here. Pretty sure it's right down there. 309 feet, pretty downhill. So I had to make a decision here because there was a gully to the left, so I wanted to throw forehand so that I would finish away from the gully, but there was a wind pushing from the left to the right, which makes me want to throw a backhand because the spin will be going against the wind, which will keep it straight. So I decided to throw a flat forehand with my Thunderbird, but... Oh, that's hyzered, and the wind took it. Just first forehand of the day is always so phenomenal. The hole kind of looks apocalyptic with how much nothing is by it. That's all right. Sit. All right, hole 6, right around the corner here. Kind of want to throw it into those bushes directly. That'll stop it, and it's right by the basket. I don't want to leave it low. So part of me just really wants to like yank a zone at it pretty hard. I know that it won't go too far past it. All right. I'm on the wrong side of the bushes, but overall I'm pretty happy. I got the right distance on it. I left the sink because I just wanted to show you how crazy some of the hiking was to get to a couple of these holes. This is not even the worst hole by far. It's just so much up and down, so be ready for a hike. Let's go. So walking right back up another hill, we get to hole number 7, pretty short, and I just picked up this new disc. I do want to practice this type of shot. I want to get practice throwing the Envy. Got a little bit of wind coming tail, and a little bit of left to right. Stable, get stable, what are you doing? Oh no, the smart play would not be to run this, but oh, that's a good run. Online, my putts have been online today, which is good. Moving on to hole 8, we have a pretty interesting shot because as you can see, we're basically throwing up this gully and then over the last ridge, and the hole finishes to the left. I had to walk all the way up there to see where the hole was, but after we saw it, I'm thinking into the headwind, I'm gonna throw my Firebird. Oh my gosh, finish, finish.
So I saw it come down over that last ridge, and I could have sworn I knew exactly where it was, but I ended up looking for 15-20 minutes, going back and forth from the tee pad, just checking everything, and finally realized that I had something on my head that could probably help me out to determine where the disc is.
Well, thank goodness for the GoPro app. Finally found it. Oh, I slipped as I went, so glad that stayed. There's the tee pad, I'm guessing, for 9. Going across the gully again. 267. Oh wait, what? Where the heck is the tee pad? Oh, is it really back across the gully? I was not supposed to cross. This is 15. 9's over there.
Hole 9 also seemed to be a pretty stock shot. We have a left to right wind, so I just threw backhand hyzer with my zone.
Drop it, drop it, drop it, drop it, drop it. Okay. I threw that on way too much hyzer. What the? How do you even approach this basket? I could try to lay it up with a little bit of Annie and have it sit underneath the basket. That's all right. It wasn't as far as I wanted it to be. What? That's so rude. What the heck? That's why I don't trust these single chain baskets, man. Hearted it. What the heck? There we go. Now you'll stay in. That was so mean. Why do I have to bogey that hole? Are you kidding me? Down 1 through the front 9. Not that bad. Here we got hole 10. 286. Go into a basket between those trees. That's way higher than I want it to be. At least get the distance. But I can actually have a run at the basket. Straight into a headwind, just how I like it. That's a joke. I'm not crazy. Come on. Hey, this one has 2 chains now. Why couldn't they have had that on hole 9? Okay, this could be interesting because the wind might do some funky things here.
The key here, since there's so much wind, is to keep the nose flat.
Otherwise, you're screwed. I think that should be all right. I hope it has the distance. Oh, just under distance. Oh, that's so bad. We can get to down 3 or 4 by the end of this. That's the new goal. Hole 12, the basket is right up there. You see that biker? It's just down to the right of him. It's not across the gully, it's just down a lot farther. So this is probably gonna play like 460. The wind is kind of funky. I'm gonna throw my grace at it. All right. It's probably gonna be a bit short, but I like it. Yeah, very short. That's so far. All right, this is a tough looking shot. It's going to be a forehand that matches the hill as it comes down.
What I mean by this is I'm going to take an overstable disc, so one that wants to turn to the right on a forehand, throw it like it's turning to the left so that it can go around the hill and then come back towards the basket, and the slope of the disc will match the slope of the hill when it sits down just like this. And that's how you keep discs from skipping if you're throwing them onto hills.
Oh, perfect. That's exactly what I wanted, and it just popped right down because it matched the grade of the hill.
Onto the prettiest hole of the course.
Part of me wants to throw my zone at it, but that seems a little far, and I don't want to have to just give it a ton of juice.
So a quick tutorial on throwing downhill. Make sure you keep the nose down and act like you're throwing it into the ground if you were throwing on flat ground. And how much you throw it down the hill is obviously dependent on how far down the hill is. So I threw a fairway driver here and powered down on it, and it went way farther than I wanted. And then later I threw a bunch of putters, including this zone, and they landed about the same distance with still very little effort.
You gotta finish, dude. Okay, this ESP zone, pretty edge of circle, honestly. Tee shot, my T-bird 3. Basket is just over the hill there. All right, that should be good. Oh, are we going all the way to that basket over there? That's pretty far. Yeah, we are, and there is a ridge just to the left of it. I'm thinking it's gonna be a grace shot. Oh gosh, please help with the hyzer. I pulled that a little bit to the right, obviously.
And when I got there, I realized that there was a massive field of like 2.5 foot high grass. So I literally spent more time looking for this disc, maybe even close to like 30 to 45 minutes. Finally, again, I decided to look at the GoPro footage and download that onto my phone. And after I saw that, I went back to the tee pad, looked from the tee pad, came back to the grass. Then I had to go back again to the tee pad, then back to the grass, and finally ended up finding it like way closer in than how far I was looking in the grass.
I can't, oh, of course. What a beautiful disc, laying right in the gully, literally pin high. Let's just make a putt, because we only have like 30 minutes till the sun goes down. Oh my gosh. That was so bad. All right, hole 15, another beautiful. This is such a pretty view. Oh, that's a cool basket. Between those trees, it's a little downhill. I'm debating a T-Bird 3 or a Rive. I think I can get my T-Bird 3 there and have it be a little straighter, because the Rive would need to push on a little bit more of a hyzer. That's the shot that I wanted. Might be a little short though. I might be closer than I thought I was, actually. I think I need to find a fairway that has a straight finish, because I don't really have one of those. Oh, actually, that was exactly the shot that I wanted. Good putt. Here we are, and there's 16. Right on top of the hill. Makes me want to throw my Envy, but I don't trust that disc yet. For the sake of the video, let's see how it goes. Sit down. Oh, that's so much more than I needed. I think I'm back behind this a little bit, probably 20 feet. Where the heck did it finish? It got caught up over here. That's a little bit tighter of a quote-unquote island than you think. I need to really try to give it some juice, which I'm not good at on these straddlers. Try to really bend the knees. Give a little hyzer a bit. Whew. Oh, branch it, let's go. What a good putt. Hey, we're down 3. Let's get down to 4 or 5. All right, this is interesting. 17's tee-pad. I feel like you really just gotta crash that tree and hope it filters through. Unless you have a 400-foot forehand. I don't. Maybe try to turn the Grace over a little bit and have it flex back and finish, skipping forward to the basket. That's what I wanted. That's really what I wanted. Go in. I love that disc so much. Oh, well, that was online. It's hard on those because I don't want to step those if they're not actually steppers and I don't have a rangefinder. And then on to 18, 328, going right back up to that basket that we practice put it on in the beginning. This is kind of a very interesting place in Grand Junction. Let's hope we can end this on a bang. And for that, I'm going to be taking out the Germ Thunderbird. Hyzering a little early, I think. Yeah. Well, I threw a couple practice shots, but here we are, probably 25 feet for a birdie to end on 18. Whew. That's it. Let's go. That brings us to 4 down, which is pretty respectable. I'm interested to see how the leaderboard shakes out. I'm sure not a lot of people play this course, because even the guys that I was playing with before said that they didn't really play much. Oh, wow. In the past 30 days, I got the best score. Only out of 20 people, but I'll take it. If you're coming to Grand Junction, this is definitely one that you can skip. And if you have a lot of accuracy and you want to be challenged, I would come out. But the other courses that we played in Fruta, and then the one down in Grand Junction as well, those are really cool courses. You'll love both of them. See you there.